You know what? I'm just gonna have us unmuted. It'll be easier to switch over. Yeah, I figured
How
it's a little
dare!
easier.
How dare you try to campaign us? We're all just posting our tails.
Fat Tail Friday, motherfuckers!
Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
I almost just immediately self-promoted in your server. Whoopsie.
Alright, there we go. I just finished my last game of Magic. I'm ready.
I like that you were power gaming right up until the end there.
I've been playing the Binding of Isaac the whole time.
Oh my god.
I mean, not only was I power gaming, but I was playing rank.
Hell yeah, proud of you, Rusty. Also, it's been a minute, Hazel. I hope you've been well.
I've been okay. I went 1-3 today.
Nice.
Let's bring us over here.
Yeah, I'm surviving.
Hell yeah, good to hear.
Surviving and vibing. You know how it is.
Hey,
Okay,
J
thank God
Deggy.
my food attack is safe for work. Okay.
Hey, J Deggy. Yeah.
I have.
It's a little later than normal because we are a part of the Pride Parade.
Yeah, it is 10 o'clock at night my time.
Yep, we've got over 40 different LGBTQ streamers who are all getting a little hour chunk of this great big train of content and homosexuality and all, you know, it's queer. We're queer.
Exactly.
When you're
Who
here,
told you?
it's like Olive Garden. When you're here, you're queer.
And of course, double tap root beer. Can't forget that.
Mhm.
Wow, nobody gets that joke? Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I had to turn my calculator upside down, but I think I get it.
It says boobs, a calculator top.
We're
I got it.
just waiting now because each of us only get an hour, so as soon as the train comes into the station, I am game face on, gaming on, and we're just gonna swoosh right into things.
I'm
We
game.
just gotta speedrun this, it's
We're
fine.
all game. We're gaming.
I hope that I managed to time the ad delay correctly.
Listen,
So
just
that
tell
way.
chat to give 5 subs so they don't have to be in ads. It's fine.
That's true. She's not wrong, you know.
I tend not to be.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Chat, did you know that once a month you can connect your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account in order to get 1 free Prime sub a month? It's true!
Killing me, Smalls.
I will go to your Twitch right now and get you to a hype train right this instant, Hazel.
Oh, thank God they found it.
Wait, what?
Downside is you'd need a second person to do it.
I love this fucking video so much.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
So this is a trio of Hololive, or not Hololive, God, Love Live cosplayers who they are doing a dance. You can see kind of loosely in the little corner there. That's them doing it normally. This is them doing it with industrial lube on the floor.
Oh my.
It's so good. Every time I see this, my world gets a little brighter, a little happier.
God.
It's so good.
I gotta stop watching it, otherwise I'll start laughing again. God damn it.
Alright, so we want to let the ads play, and if I did this right, it should end our ads right as the rage train comes in.
This is terrifying. This is content. What are you talking about?
Okay.
God, I love the little Fugatex of everybody in here. Draxus especially.
What?
Your little Fugatech looks adorable, all of ours
I
do.
made it today.
Nice, that's so cute. I need to watch Draxie more.
You should.
I also did a funny little mute.
Oh, what's the mute? Hold on. Let me see the stream delay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cute. That's cute.
Mm.
My dreads and muscle like through my soul is uplifted. It's fine. You got this, Breasty.
Breasty dial.
Never heard that one before, but I'll take it.
Thank you for the head pat.
Indeed, indeed.
Head pato.
I did not I couldn't find a good place to put the Pride Parade.
Claw, welcome in. Claw's a friendo.
Oh.
It's okay. They can defy gravity for tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Claw. Welcome, welcome.
As is Lady Esmeralda, I told them that I was gonna be here at a time, so they just joined or followed beforehand.
Hmm. I think I managed to time the ads just incorrectly. I forgot to account for the fact that there is a minute warning before the actual ads for some reason.
Womp
Valid.
womp.
Hopefully it will still be okay. Probably not, but what's you gonna do?
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Hmm.
Okay, I did make that blue sky post. Good, 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 good.
Any second now.
They'll sneak up on us.
Finally, the jackalope stalks its prey, waiting for the
gas.
perfect opportunity
What's
to
the name of
strike.
this person?
Pale and gray.
PAL?
I got a shout out ready in chat.
I'ma do it. Fight me.
Okay.
In a fight, or
In a fight, I know a good
Okay.
Denny's.
is it gonna be in the parking lot or behind the Denny?
If you want to make it a free for all, I have a good Waffle House.
Here
too.
we go.
No, true.
Hello, hello. Except, can anyone actually hear me through ads right now? Genuine question. I'm not
We
sure.
got 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Ba 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 ba. Well,
It's the
welcome,
game show
welcome.
theme.
Hi, everyone.
Exactly.
If you're new here, welcome. My name is Beatrix Bunny. I'm a taxidermy jackalope brought to life by the power of love and slightly mad science. Nice to meet you.
Only slightly.
I do variety
Only
streams
slightly.
focused on roguelikes, RPGs, and digital artwork. So if that sounds like something up your alley, I hope you'll stick around. Tonight, however, I've got something a little special and a little out of my usual wheelhouse. I, for those of you who don't know, am a trans woman, and I am also I'm a girl liker. I'm a girl liker as well. And as with many other trans girl likers, I have run into the issue looking at the crushes that I grew up with and wondering, do I like these people because I wanted to be them? Or just because I wanted to be with them? And tonight I'm going to take a walk down memory lane as I humiliate myself for the good of entertainment. While I have my three friends here, from left to right, we have Roxas Impersonator, Draxy Daggerhead, and Hazel Dust, Ian.
Hello.
You can check out their channels at any point by using ! contestants. Before we
Very good.
get, thank you. Before I get too much further going, I also need to do that one and have that pinned for the stream.
Is that a juice box dancing in chat
That's
right now?
Juice Box. That's
That is
Juice
all-
Box,
that's calling it
baby.
right now. Oh my
That's
God.
Juice Box. So yeah, these are my friends, and I'm now here, ready to embarrass myself for the sake of a good laugh. I hope all of y'all enjoy this. And hey, feel free to play along at home too, because I would love if all of y'all you got a chance to maybe earn some points yourself. The points don't matter, but we can still have some fun with them.
Well, there goes my question. I was gonna ask what happens if we get the who gets the biggest amount.
All right, so quick rules of the game. I will show each of my childhood crushes on fictional characters and give helpful notes as we go. You must guess if I, as a trans girl liker, wanted to date the character, which the answer would then be smooching, or I wanted to be them, which would be become. There may, however, be other answers snuck in there because I'm a tricky little bitch. So be careful and think on your feet. With that said, let's hop right into it.
Okay, well then apparently I can't do
We
that.
love
Let
a
the
tricky
game
bitch.
begin.
All right.
Alright, round one we have hailing back from Neopets, Illisen the Earth Fairy. I was crushing on her from around age 9 when I actually played Neopets.
Oh, I already know.
And you know what? Fashion icon. Get you someone who can do both goth and moray girl effortlessly. That said, as much as I simped for her as a tiny wee little bunny, I still could never actually do her quests correctly. Sorry, Illison. So what do we think? I'm monitoring the chat, but what do the three contestants think?
Become locking in so
Become
hard.
locking in.
Okay. And
If your model's aesthetic and your overall personality, I would have to say become, yeah.
alright, I see Juicebox is guessing become too. And the correct answer is be smooching.
Really?
Yep.
Oh!
Most of the appeal for me, for her, it comes from her fashion, her makeup, and her mystique. However, I am very lazy, and that look would be too high maintenance for me to keep up.
Fair.
We're getting played, chat.
Very
We're getting
valid.
played.
Next up, we have Sakura Kinomoto from Cardcaptor Sakura, crushed back from age 12. This was, in fact, my first experience with the magical girl genre. A lifelong love started. And I should say, because this could be very important, I first saw Cardcaptor Sakura in the French-Canadian dub on a trip to Montreal. So French-Canada and all of its cultural influence indelibly linked to Sakura for me. What are we thinking?
Oh, she's too
Become,
cutesy in my
lock in.
opinion.
Okay, we have Draxi for Become,
I'd have to say become again, yeah.
Roxas for
I'm
Become,
gonna,
and
I'm gonna say become again. I'm gonna lock in on that.
all right,
It
well,
eventually.
good. And I see J Daggy for Smooch. I see Great Cthulhu for Become. The answer is Become, so that is a point for everyone. Yeah, she already had a GF, Tomoyo, and I did not yet know what polyamory was, so I didn't want to get between them.
That is so cute. Oh my god.
Next we have Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Ain't no fucking shot, alright.
Look. Age 9, I was at home, I was sick, I was watching early morning, somewhat educational cartoons. The version for me was the one where she travels through time and space because Doctor Who. No. She's got it all. An absolute definition of be gay, do crime. And an iconic symbol for the women's wrongs movement as well. So what are we thinking, chat? Be smooching or become?
Diego, of course I have to
We
pick
want to
smooch.
smooch. We want to smooch
Is
Carmen
both-
San
is
Diego. She'll
both
spoil
on it?
us.
Wait, is both an option?
Maybe. I can't confirm or deny.
That wasn't in the rules though.
I said that there would be
Was.
things other that aren't those
Oh, you know
answers.
what? True. I'm
Can I
still
say
walking
both?
into smooch.
All right, so
I would say
Hazel's saying
smooch.
both.
I kind of want to say both
Okay.
because I feel both. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair.
I'm saying smooch. I'm locking in.
I'm going option C.
Okay, smooch for Draxie and Roxy.
Oh, definitely smooch.
Okay, that is a point for Draxie and Roxas. I do, in fact, want to be smooching Carmen San Diego because, let's be real, I'm already a queer trans woman with disabilities. I don't need to feel even more persecuted than I already do. Haha.
Fair
She's already
and
really, but
valid.
she's really cool, so like, why not both?
Exactly.
Now we are digivolving up in taste and quality here. We got Lilymon. Crush from age 7, age 26, when I started doing a Digimon podcast, and age 32, because I still actively am enamored with her. What can I say about this design? Magical girl monster chic. She's punk. She's mother. She's girly pop. She is the it girl. She is the moment. Also, very trans woman coded already. She's this little weird scrungulus that turns into this big spiky butch that turns into a pretty lady who names herself Lily. How trans coded is that?
I'm gonna say kiss, 100%.
I'm saying become lock in.
Definitely become, because you use the word girly pop specifically. I feel like that's an
Yeah.
inkling.
Also,
Interesting.
isn't this the same season where all the Digidestined were the Digimon, or am I
No,
missing
that's a
something?
different one.
No, that wasn't Frontiers. This isn't Frontiers.
Bitch.
No.
Well, I still say become locked in.
All right. So Draxie become Roxas.
I'm
You
thinking
said
become as well.
become Hazel.
Smooch.
Okay.
Am I quiet? Do I need to be louder?
No, I think
Yeah,
you
but
were
instead,
just
maybe we're gonna
crosstalk and stuff.
Okay, I can come up a little bit.
I mean, I can definitely edit some things too. Also, why does Draxie have 8 points? That
That's what I just said.
I don't know why that keeps happening. I swear to God. That you should you should only have what, like 2 points, 3 points?
Yeah, me and Dax.
Two, because
All
you're
right.
giving her 4 points each.
Okay, yeah, for some reason it's double tapping there. Okay, I gotta fix this real quick, unfortunately.
Stand on his step stool to reach the podium.
Okay. It's
She's got
fine.
4
It's fine.
again.
Hold on. I got this. I'll fix it. We'll do it live. I know. Okay.
Chat, Draxie's cheating.
All right. So the
No, I didn't do nothing.
the answer is become. Honestly, this one could go either way, but being allergic to my GF would really fucking suck.
Those boots alone said become, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's totally valid. I still vibe with this.
Yeah.
I'm just
All
mad
right.
at this.
Next up, we have Yoko Littner, hailing from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. And yes, I'm including both pre- and post-time skip Yokos.
But it's the same answer, right?
This was my crush from 16 to 18, and then, because last year I had the religious experience of watching the Gurren Lagann movies for the first time, it reignited my love. This was my first crossplay, air quotes, wink, that made me feel things. Haha. No, I definitely just really liked dressing like women. Haha. I shouldn't look too far into that. Huh?
Figgy tappies.
But yes, as I said, I went through a drought, but caught feelings again seeing the movie last year. So, chat, contestants, what are we thinking, Yoko Littner?
Oh god, this could very easily be it's so obvious, but also because it's
Mhm.
It is like
Mhm.
it's almost too obvious, right?
And so the game begins.
You crafty so and so.
I've been here the whole time, plotting,
Really
planning.
good
The whole time.
Alright.
Flipping a coin on this, hold on.
Oh, God. Alright, anyone else want to lock in answers?
I'm thinking.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I vote Smooch because it landed on heads.
Okay, smooch for Roxas.
I'm gonna say both of them.
Both. Okay. a high risk, high reward strategy. Okay.
Does that mean I get more points if I get it right?
No.
No.
Oh.
No. I'll say become. I'm gonna lock
Okay.
in on a become.
And
Go
the
with it.
answer is become.
Yeah.
It would really fucking suck getting that stacked that young of an age. Like she's only like 14, 15 and at that point in the show. But you age into the tit, it all balances out. You look fantastic.
Stinky is
Damn it!
very
I
happy
knew
that
it.
I
I
got
knew
that
I was
right.
second guessing myself.
Mhm.
He is just as
should've
hype
just-
as I am.
Went with my first thought. I just went with my first instinct. Come on.
Well, let's
All
stick
time,
within
by
the
the way.
same genre, shall we?
Oh.
Nia Tepelin, also from Gurren Lagann. My crush back in age 15. She may or may not have started my love of particularly floofy hair. I can't imagine why people would think that, but also she helped teach me how to deal with cripplingly deep and devastating existential despair, so that was pretty cool of her too.
Pretty buggers, yeah, pretty buggers.
What are we thinking?
That's pretty fun.
This one.
She was
This
a
one's
later
gonna be
character,
a.
right?
This one's gonna be a TF for me, Captain.
Alright, so that's a become with Draxie. I see
she's
a
too
become
mom
in
vibes
chat.
for her to be
Oh,
Smooch.
I
have
see
to say
Smooch
Become.
and become in chat, okay. You say
I'm-
become Roxas?
Yeah, I have to say become. Like, look at
Okay.
those eyes.
So there's a specific thing that you said there, but I'm gonna say smooch. I'm gonna be honest
What's
with
your
you.
thought process? What's your thought process?
My thought process is the way she said love of floofy hair and the fact that it's only crush from age 15.
Interesting, interesting.
I
This
see
is it.
your
The
logic.
other one,
I'll
had
never
a-
tell. Until a couple seconds from now when I'll tell.
I'm gonna say smooch. I'm gonna say
Okay.
you wanted a smoocher back then.
And the answer is
Great.
befriend. Make sure that you get a friend that means enough to you that they're worth breaking through all barriers of space, time, and sheer possibility. Because if
take Mariah.
if they can't dig you out of the ditch of crippling depression, then I've lost my train of thought.
I'm gonna cry.
Goodbye.
I told you some of them weren't going to be either. I never said what they were
All
going
of
to
last
be.
three.
I will
you
sit on
come
that
in-
L.
You come into my house and throw that curveball.
Hey, who wants a little pizza? Who wants a Mona pizza? From WarioWare, we got Mona. Crush from age 23. I believe my first one was the 3DS Wario. But, like, this is a working class girl. She has, like, 3 different jobs, still has time to look amazing. Also, I can connect with her affection for Wario, who I have heard described as very trans-mask coded. And I feel like, hey, you know, we're both potentially T for T, or at the very least, you know, kind of vibing with that.
Okay, so I thought
My
this was a
unfortunately
character
epitome
from-
is a little Wario coded. Don't tell him that. He's probably watching this though, so hi dear. You're Wario coded, I'm afraid. Alright, so what are we thinking for
me a second to figure
Mona Pizza?
I'm gonna say smooch.
We got a smooch from Draxie.
Sloppy makeouts. Let's go.
What are we
I
thinking?
hate that I have to go smooch as well because, like, you very much like this kind of aesthetic, where like you like the working woman like this. Where, like, they still pull it off,
Maybe,
despite the amount of hours they put in.
Maybe,
just means
perhaps
yes.
even a working woman to pay your bills, so you can be
Exactly,
the gentle
that's what I'm
housewife.
saying.
Ooh.
Exactly.
What an
Let's make that happen.
interesting thought. From an interesting thought. Oh, we got
Become.
Hazel with Become. All right.
I'm gonna be controversial and do become.
Here's the thing. I agree.
You
I
are
would
gonna learn.
love that outfit. That would look
That-
great. However, be
Wait.
smooching. Look,
Hell yeah.
I could never replace Wario as her number one, but I think she would be a good part of a polycule.
We've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
conversations very similarly where you've talked about wanting to be friends or be this kind of girl with fashion and stuff. That's why I went there.
You know,
Yeah,
it's a fair assumption. It's a fair assumption. And had this been a little earlier, it might have been Become.
I could see that absolutely.
All right, next we have Lulu from Final Fantasy X.
Smooch.
Absolute goth icon, crushed from age 14. I'll be honest, I have never actually played Final Fantasy X,
that
so
changed my answer.
my only perception of her is from cosplayers and a very rudimentary understanding of the role she plays in the game. That said, I love an unapproachably scary lady who still carries around adorable stuffed animals all the time.
That is a mood. That
Fun
is a
fact:
mood.
they're channeled with magic.
Oh, yeah. I have heard that she's a black mage, and
She is.
well, I
She
guess
also
I can
has,
sort
like,
of see
a
that.
ton of belts make her looks like any like Tasmania's like a
Mm.
design.
It is
Her
pretty
skirt is
difficult to
literally
wear
just
that
made of
many belts, yeah.
It's belts, yeah.
It's belts all the way down.
I'm
I'll give you all a hint.
Huh?
Belts or belts is not an option. That is not an answer anywhere in this quiz.
I've already said my answer. I lock in smooch.
Okay. What Draxie is smooching?
Because I
My
also
thought
want to
process-
smooch.
Understandable.
Very true. My thought process with B on this one is the fact that I'm getting hung up on the fact that you've never played 10. So I keep going back on whether or not it's just surface level or if it's you want to be their friend.
I
Nah,
don't
I'm gonna go with
know.
Smooch here on this one. I'm with
I'm gonna have to go
Draxie.
with the friend actually.
Okay, so we have Roxas with Befriend, and we have Besmoochin from Draxie and Hazel. And the answer is Besmoochin. This is Lulu. She's, you know that meme of the hot goth witch GF and the person who's just doing whatever the fuck she asks me to?
Exactly.
That is the relationship dynamic. That is what I'm looking for. This is the woman I'm lying in the summoning circle for, and I'm not even questioning it.
Damn it.
Look who just pulled ahead, nerds.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Make a comeback.
Alright, let's see.
Third.
Next up, we have Yugiri from Zombieland Saga. And yes, you must consider both Yugiri as she looked alive and Yugiri in her unmakeupped zombie form.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
not
considering
familiar
it.
with
This is a crush from age 28 to 32, basically as long as the series has been out. Phenomenal series, Zombieland Saga. If anyone enjoys idol anime, comedy, horror, all manner of stuff, highly recommend it. But now, I mean, come on. We have an undead ara 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 voiced entertainer who's a music theater bitch on top of that. Be still my fucking heart.
I get it because there's
He's
zombie.
literally
Also,
just you.
also, she's the supportive mom figure for the group's canon trans girly, and that's just really cute. So what are we
That
thinking?
changes my answer.
What are we thinking for Yugiri here?
It's become. It's 100% become.
Roxas says become.
Befriend.
Befriend from Hazel.
Because you just are this person to a bunch of trans friends. You have art of this saying so, being the supportive mom figure.
As the mom friend of everybody of all of my friends groups,
Mm-hmm.
befriend.
Okay, and Draxie?
Bofa.
Bofa? D's nuts?
Bofa D's nuts.
I mean, I don't have any nuts on me, I'm afraid.
Oh, not even cashews?
Like,
Fuck,
I probably have pistachios still from Combo
Why do you fuck
Breaker
up a
somewhere.
pistachio?
God,
I love a
just
nut
ate
that I
dinner
have to-
before stream. Stop making me hungry.
I love a nut that I have to
Alright,
first before I
so
enjoy it.
are you going
Draxie
for
is
both
working on
then, Draxie?
Yes, also where's my point number 5, motherfucker?
Oh, true. They are behind a point.
Oh, alright, I can fix that.
Oh yeah, I need a point, and Draxie needs a point.
Thank you. Alright.
Me here being the only one taking the point seriously. I want to win, damn it!
I do
I at
too.
least-
Alright. So, Hazel was befriend. Roxas, you said become. Draxie, you said both.
Both of them.
The answer is become. Look, if I am even half as hot as she is when I'm an undead corpse that old, like she is centuries old, I'm gonna be more than fucking happy. I'll be over the goddamn moon.
You as an anime character.
Okay, okay.
You
okay,
flatter
but
me. You flatter
Can,
me.
can I get at least half a point here? Half a point.
No.
I'm not bragging.
Afraid
You're
not.
If I didn't get half a point earlier, you ain't.
All right, here's an obscure one back from my childhood on the DS, back from the Final Fantasy III DS remake.
Yeah, the 3DS remake, yeah.
We have a crush going back to age 13. This was technically my first crossplay. Wink.
I think you need more quotations on that.
Oh, sorry. A crossplay. Wink.
Jesus Christ.
That said, I could never actually beat FF3's final boss, so on my save file, Refia is just trapped in an internal doomed limbo. So, sorry, Refia. Alright.
Refia tequila whenever I play it, so that's probably why I always had trouble at that part, yeah.
Okay, what are we thinking?
Refia's character is just nothing. None of the characters in Final Fantasy III.
I would beg to differ with that. I think they definitely added character. You have to read into it a little bit. You have to follow the plot lines, but they do definitely have character. And I can say that because that will not spoil any answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say, controversial opinion, befriend.
Interesting. Very
You know what? That's not even really
interesting.
controversial, because I was gonna go with Befriend as well, actually.
Oh.
God damn it!
I'm gonna put up become.
Okay.
I can see why it would
Okay.
either be Become or Befriend.
All right, and the answer is
Or not.
befriend.
Damn it.
At first, I thought Smooch, but she's the mom friend of the group, and I think actually I just want someone to be a mom friend for me for a change. Like, I'm so used to giving, it would be nice to receive.
Let's go.
So we're all tied up right now.
Oh, we got the icon,
Yeah,
Miss
oh.
Metroid, Samus
No.
Aran. Crush from age 15 to now. She is still a canon trans woman in my heart. Look, just because later game devs in the series decide that first person who said that she was a trans slur was totally crazy. We definitely didn't make a trans lesbian character. Fuck you, Mr. Miyamoto, if that even is your real name. She's a trans lesbian. Regularly makes women swoon. This is canon. If you read the manga, she has girls on both arms. She also regularly wrestles, suplexes, and beats up space dragons. So what are we thinking for Samus?
I think she would smooch you, if anything.
Yeah,
Right?
Smooch.
Okay, 2 for Smooch.
Yeah.
Is that...
Go ahead.
What are you thinking, Draxie?
I'm thinking I have to go against my own instincts.
Oh.
I would become, but I think you would want that strong figure in your life to support you.
Exactly.
So
'cause
I'm
Samus
also
fucking Aaron, yeah.
it's Samus fucking Aaron. God, who wouldn't want to be? You know what? Fuck it, TF.
Are you switching to become?
I'm switching to become.
The answer is be smooching. Look, being a hot trans butch is a burden that few people can carry. God bless, I will stand and salute to the troops every time. Those are the troops that I believe in. I am not strong enough, though, but she's strong enough to carry me.
Why would you talk me out of it?
Speaking of butches, Ellen Ripley from Alien. Crush from age 28. I saw the first Alien very late in my life, to 32. Sigourney Weaver, she ages like a fine wine, but this is a damn good vintage of Weaver. Also, release the Weaver bush cut, you cowards. I will explain what that means while I let my contestants think. Apparently, in the original cut, Ellen Ripley's character, you know, how she's dressed in underwear for a good chunk of the scenes. Apparently, Sigourney Weaver refused to shave her natural pubic hair. And Fox then went back in and painstakingly airbrushed out all trace of her pubes from the final cut. I need to see. I demand to see.
But then just started actually getting really into
I demand to see the Weaver cut where they still keep Sigourney's bush. Anyway, what are we thinking?
I don't
I've
think
always-
become.
Okay, we got Become for Draxie.
See, here's my reasoning, right?
Yeah.
Basically, because Samus Aran is, in fact, just Sigourney Weaver, just
Mm.
Ellen Ripley. However, Ellen Ripley, floofy.
I'd say
That's it.
Become.
A good point. We got 2 for Become. Roxas, what are you thinking?
This is so tough. It really, for me, it depends on which movie we're talking about here.
The only one I have seen and care about for this answer is the first one.
The only one that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, it's Become if it's the first one. It's Become if it's the first one.
Well, you're all wrong. Be smooching.
Damn it,
Look, did you not get the answer from the first one? I said being a hot butch is a burden that few can carry. I do not have the beef or the confidence for it.
She finally did it.
Listen,
She
listen,
finally
listen,
did it.
listen.
Midna, Twilight Princess,
Thank you
crush
for
from
listening.
age 13. A bratty pillow princess top, and also the Dami mommy looks to make it worth it.
Listen, you don't have to call me.
And
out.
honestly, she's already used to. I'm already used to her riding my ass all the damn time, so it would be potentially, if that's the answer I chose for it, it would potentially be a very easy transition. But what are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking, contestants? We got 1 for Become.
I think because you surround yourself with a bunch of little gremlins,
Mhm.
or a little bit of, me, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Exactly, my point exactly. It would be Befriend.
Okay.
Because like, you're friends with me, of course you wouldn't want to be me.
Of course, I'm gonna go for yet another controversial opinion. I'm gonna say neither.
Interesting.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa.
Again,
So-
I don't think I do.
So we have Befriend from Roxas, we have Neither from Draxie, and Hazel, you said.
I said Become.
Become, okay.
Alright, Hazel, you are the only one who gets that because being able to switch between Terrible Gremlin and Cunty Queen at will, hell yeah.
Damn it.
Valid.
You already
Valid.
have half of that.
Alright, this is a bit of a controversial one. We got Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho, crush from around age 16. Look, he's gender non-conforming enough, it counts. Fun fact, I once encountered an Mpreg Kurama cosplayer. What are we thinking?
That's wild. Pics? Pics?
True. That's disgusting. Where?
Don't worry about it.
Pics?
It was rude to stare. What are we
I
thinking?
have to keep my biases about this little annoying guy aside.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me we're voting for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say smooch.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Smooch.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to lock it on Smooch as well.
Well, y'all are wrong. Kind of.
Really.
It's neither. This is actually my partner Epitome's facts and his be smoochin'.
Wait, so we don't
Yeah,
even get
that's
a
what I
half a
thought.
point then?
No, because the counters don't work in halves.
Fair.
Next we have Cynthia
Solidly angry right now.
from Pokemon Pearl, Diamond, and the only one that matters, Platinum. Crush from age 15 to 32. Hot boss bitch who's also secretly a folklore nerd. And she wears black to the Pokemon equivalent of Hawaii. She is a 24/7 goth. What are we thinking?
I
If we're
don't
just
think
going by
TF.
the game.
Okay, Draxie says Become.
If we're not going by the books, which is a very slightly different character interpretation, I would have to say Become, specifically off of that.
Okay.
If we're just going by the games.
No, there's one fact in there that really locked it in for me.
And Hazel?
You know?
Smooch.
All right. That is point to Draxie and Roxas. Look, it's a dark academia nerd and a former Hot Topic devotee, but she makes it work. Sometimes the obvious ones are the right ones.
Once I saw folklore nerd, that was it. for
Yep,
me. That was
yep.
it.
That's what got me, yeah.
All right. Going back to high school, we got Toru Honda from Fruits Basket. Crush from age 14. Legit cried the first time I read Fruits Basket because I felt seen. Literal fucking ray of sunshine. What are we thinking for Toru Honda?
I don't think befriend.
You have befriend from Draxi,
Hey, friend.
befriend from Hazel.
It's Toru. That's literally her entire character. Is befriending. Yeah, I'd have to say befriend.
You're all correct. I needed that sort of love and support and platonic affection at that age, and frankly, I still do now, TBH.
I'm still in the lead, barely.
I'm gonna get you, little raccoon ass.
Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy.
If this
Okay.
isn't
Crush
if
from
this
age
isn't become-
15 to
if this isn't
32.
become, I will throw something at you.
Trans icon. This is an Amazon that doesn't inject estrogen, she eats the needles whole. She's a giant ethereal mommy who's secretly autistic for astronomy. What are we thinking?
I don't think become.
This has become. If this isn't become, I'm throwing something at you.
You
Does
can
it
throw
become
me.
that I demand a recount?
Well, we better start recounting because this is Be Smoochin'. Because I want her to help me overcome my crippling fear of outer space and large space things while being gently princess carried by her or her star children.
That's fucking wild.
Chat,
If I wasn't actively afraid of outer space stuff, then it would probably be Become. But I'm afraid of space.
He's
Hazel, if you
super
just
tall,
lift
that's
right
why I
from under
assumed
my
it would be
armpits here, you
fair.
can get the most velocity.
Pauline! Let's stick
I am
with
so
Mario
sick
for
of
now.
Pauline nowadays.
Crush from age 29 to 32. An Italian American par excellence. You love to fucking see it. She got dumped, spent her time becoming a mayor, started a music career, an iconic rebound.
Become.
Got
This
one
is
for
just
Become?
Carmen Sandiego. but for
Yeah, no, just
Become.
become.
Go to for Become, Roxas?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Rexy.
become.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
okay, but like, is it vain to think that this one might be actually kind of doable? I
It's
mean,
100% doable. Go off, Queen. Go
like,
off.
yeah, look, I don't know.
You can do it.
People have seen pictures of me. I don't know. I'm just
now.
saying. Well, we better jump up, superstar, to the next question because we've got Princess Peach.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be a tough
We're gonna
one.
go through all the princesses now.
No.
Well, I know where
Oh, okay.
Daisy's gonna be.
Crush from age 11. The best character in the first video game that I ever actually owned, the Game Boy Advance remake of Super Mario Bros. 2, aka Doki Doki Panic. She was the best character for me because I fucking suck at platforming then and now, and the ability to float basically was a lifesaver. A lifesaver. A lifesaver.
Lifesaver. Oh,
Oh,
that's a very
God.
different stream.
No, I think honestly most speedrunners use Toad because he has the fastest move speed.
Fair.
Yeah.
Also, you know, I love the persona. She's sweet up front, but also absolutely a cunty little bitch as well. The way that she says in Smash, "Aw, did I win?" Like, yes, you fucking won. You're the only one doing the win pose, you bitch. Obviously you won. You don't need to rub it in their faces. But I love that she does.
I think she's just a little bit too cunty in order for you to want to become. I think it's Smooch.
A
It's a little bit
smooch.
too
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna say befriend.
Got befriend from
Fair.
Draxi. We got
I
be
have a
smooch.
feeling you might have grown out of it. Princess Peach, kind of basic.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's vanilla.
okay.
You know?
All right, so we have befriend
I
from.
feel like you'd want a smoocher.
Okay, so we have smooch from Hazel. We have befriend from. Was that
Okay.
Roxas? Draxi. And
I
Roxas.
voted Smooch. I voted Smooch.
The
I've been
answer.
forgotten.
The answer. And chat, please. Feel free to say this one with me, chat. Be semi-platonically gentle femdomed into a lady of high society
I
pie.
swear to God.
Look.
That's the smooch. You're
Look,
saying it's
I want her to platonically My Fair Lady me. I don't think
agree.
that's too much to fucking ask. I want to have to balance books on my head, and when I accidentally drop one, she takes out Toad and sprays me with poisonous mold spores.
I am
Oh
going
my.
to
Chat,
lose
we're
my
canceling
mind.
me. Chat, she's
No,
canceled.
no, 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 no.
No,
I
no,
see
no.
the vision.
Kink
I see
is
the
welcome
vision
at
now.
Pride. Kink is welcome at Pride.
I see the vision.
Well, that ain't why you're
This is my kink
canceled.
now.
You're just being canceled.
Oh gosh. All right, we have
Oh my god.
one more. And I have saved
Lost.
perhaps the hardest for last.
Oh boy.
We have Bowsette.
Oh!
Please consider,
Fuck.
please consider both the popular, more peach-esque blonde pale skin, but also the butcher ones, the darker skin ones, the red hair ones. We've got options here.
B, you're still zoomed in. You're still zoomed in, B.
Thank you.
B. I'm here for you, sis.
Chat
Thank
can't
you.
even see Bowsette, yeah.
All right. So,
I'll
like
wait
I
for
was
my
saying,
phone to go
we
off.
have options. We have different interpretations, all valid, all wonderful. Crush from age 25 to now. Instant trans icon. I mean, what can I say about Bowsette that other trans women have not already said? I can say, moon salt ramen egg pants. But that's more just things that trans women probably haven't said, period, about anything, and it's completely
Okay.
unrelated. We got all the butch herbo energy of Bowser with the high femme of Peach. What are we thinking for
I
Bowsette?
don't think.
I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna go last for my
Okay.
wait.
Okay, it's
I'll
a
get
strategy.
fixed this one.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy.
I don't think, but this one has me thinking, and I don't like it.
I know exactly what it is. It's gonna be Smooch.
Oh, we got Hazel locking in Smooch.
This is just one of your partners.
Okay, so we have one for Smooch. We're waiting on Drexy now, and then I'll go.
Okay, if you say smooch, I mean, but she's also a trans icon. But she's also kind of butch, which is thing if you look at her written in same terms, then it's another thing.
This is the type. So
but what if
she's
it's
already.
both? Oh, there's two forms, so it could be both.
And
Drexy, if you
I
get
bet
it
you
right or wrong, it doesn't
$4.
matter.
I will bet right
It
now.
matters to me.
How you doing, chat? I'm gonna let them stew in it for now.
Hold on, I need the floor for a second. I need the floor.
go ahead,
I will bet $5 right now.
You get a
Bet
gift to
$5
sub in chat
right
if
now.
you get it.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just gonna straight up gift B $5.
What?
If I am wrong,
If you're
but every time
wrong.
you see a Bowsette cosplayer, you probably want her to kiss you with your, your uwu finger things. 100%
You think I think
100%.
finger pointing right
No, I
emoji,
don't.
finger
Don't
pointing
mention-
left emoji, pleading face emoji, question mark emoji.
Yeah. Every time you see a Bowsette cosplay, it's like you're kind of pretty. Can we kiss?
Can you
That's
step on me?
100% you. 100%.
I'm going
Maybe,
to say
maybe not.
I have come down from my panic attack
I'm opening.
I'm
my Patreon
glad.
right now.
to say ungently femme-donned by a semi-butch, high femme woman from high society.
A daring choice.
Or maybe you just want to have sandwiches with. I don't know, man. I'm out. I'm
I
clocking
think
out.
because of how you worded things in the PowerPoint, you're more focusing on the more Bada aspect of her, being the other side, where it's more Bowser-esque as opposed to more of the femme.
Maybe.
Where it's more peach-aligned, I should say. So I think because of the earlier answers, I would have to say Smooch.
Okay.
I could be wrong though, and it's the opposite.
So
of
we
that,
have
but,
Smooch from Roxas, we have Smooch from Hazel, and we have, man, I don't know, get a sandwich, be platonically gentle femdomed into a lady of high society.
A semi-butch, semi-femme
woman from high society.
I love that it's starting to sound like a Chuck Tingle novel. You know, honestly though, I would love to see a Chuck Tingle-esque take on those, like, the genre of transgender awakening stuff, or like what would Chuck Tingle's take on Dorley Hall be, or something like that? All right, and the answer is, can I have a drum roll, please?
I'm
Hold
doing
on,
it,
I
but
got
I
you.
can hear it.
Hold on, I think I might got you. Hold on.
Oh.
I have drum.
Oh, that's not
Close
it.
enough.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, that works. The answer is both. Both?
Okay.
Both.
All right.
Both is good.
That counts!
I said that it might be in here.
Listen.
That means I win!
Listen. Was I wrong, though? Was I wrong? Everyone.
Oh.
I need to know so I can sleep tonight. Was I wrong?
And the winner is.
It's me!
It certainly is. In third place, we have Hazel with 8 points. In second place, we have Draxi with 9. And in first place, we have Roxas Impersonator at 10.
I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank Rouge the Bat on Sonic
I
X.
am
Thanks for watching,
not-
and happy Pride. However,
Listen.
because I... What do you mean? I said that both
I was
could be
right.
an answer. You were half right. You were half right.
This has nothing to do with the points. I had PayPal open. I was ready to send that $5 if I was wrong. And I wasn't wrong.
Okay, I guess. Look, I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't expecting to have $5, so it means nothing to me.
Oh god.
All right.
This was so fun.
Now, that said, we aren't technically done yet, because we still have another 15 minutes left.
I need a quick intermission, though. I have to use the bathroom real fast.
So we are now going to enter into the audience participation portion of this,
Okay.
where I would like to invite people from the audience to request certain things, request characters.
Okay.
So, do we have any requests?
Rouge the Bat, first off.
Okay. I'm still going to bring up the pictures here. Let's make sure that... Okay, good. I have safe search moderate. Moderate's good enough for me. All right. So, we have Rouge the Bat. All right, so...
That Tumblr, please scroll past the Tumblr up there. You might get in trouble. There we go, there you go, you got it.
So we have Rouge the Bat. Iconic part of the Sonic expanded extended universe. I will say, as one of the additional facts, I appreciate that in the Sonic X cartoon, she has a enemies to lovers arc with the secret agent lady.
Yep.
So canon lesbian. I also, as someone who is low-key irked every time I see a Sonic character where their eyes are conjoined in the middle, it just skeeves me out personally. So, like, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Do you think when they raise their eyebrows, their eyeballs, the pupils just kind of bounce around like DVD logos?
Thanks for that visual, appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm here for you, bestie.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say, I am a furry, of course. So, like, I don't want that to influence one way or the other y'all's assumption of what I might pick. So I have my choice in mind. Contestants, what are we thinking for Rouge the Bat?
I'm gonna
For
say
me-
Smooch. I don't think.
For me, Rouge is literally the reason, quite literally the reason I figured out that I was trans and gay and a furry.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, it was a triple threat.
Okay.
So most likely Smooch, because it's fucking Rouge the Bat. It's Lonnie Minella.
Oh, is that who voices her?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
yes. The voice actress for Bubsy from Bubsy 3D voices Rouge the Bat.
Incredible. She
That's
has the
amazing.
range, darling.
She does. She does.
And Hazel?
What? What am I doing?
Rouge the Bat.
Same
What do you
thing.
think my answer is going to be?
I think that she's.
It can be any game, any fictional
I don't know.
media.
B?
Alright.
Become.
Become.
Now, I will say, of all of the Sonic characters, there are Sonic characters, and I'm ignoring humans, I'm shooing humans out of the room. There are Sonic characters that I would apply this answer to more so than Rouge the Bat, but I'm gonna actually have to go with Become on this one.
Oh, look at me go.
Spicy.
I ended up becoming because of Rouge the Bat, so
So that
We always
brings
becoming.
that brings
Rouge
Hazel
in
up to
the
9.
real.
The points are still going up, folks.
Oh.
Gasp.
All right, I see Shigo from Juicebox.
God.
Okay. So I believe she's in from some kind of like
Kim Possible. She was in
no,
Kim.
no, I remember that, and I remember like she was originally part of a superhero team of like family or
She was part of a
siblings.
Super Sentai.
There was
Yeah.
Shigo, Shmigo, Digo, and Shigo.
Shmigo?
Yes, I believe Shmigo was the
No,
one that could
You're
shrink.
pronoun-
No, that
Pronounce
I think that's
Shmigo.
just Migo.
Shmego.
Schmegma?
Oh.
No.
Schmegma nuts.
Okay. I think I have an answer for Shigo.
I see a Lobotomy Corporation. I'm gonna be quiet.
What are we thinking?
God.
I want to say become.
Okay.
I'd say become.
Also, I don't think become.
I've always felt like the infatuation for Shigo is a little bit overblown for not really that much of a reason. So I would have to say become for that as well.
I'm afraid all of y'all are wrong.
Damn.
It's
Wow, I
besmooching,
don't think that at
but
all.
it's not even like a dating besmooching. I think this is more like just, yeah, you know, I'm casual enough with my affection. I feel comfortable and confident, just like, yeah, at a party, having fun. Not really drunk because I don't really drink that much. Just, you know, yeah, I'd smooch. It wouldn't be a relationship. It would just be a smooch.
That's fair. That's fair.
I see Bina from Lobotomy Company.
Lynn Bussy.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
She's very cute.
I haven't
Interesting.
gotten to her yet. Oh.
Very interesting. So I know nothing about this character. I only loosely know that the game is kind of like what if SCP mixed with some like sim management company stuff. So this is like just purely based off of looks. That said, I like what I see. I do very much like the outfit. Anyone who knows me will tell y'all, yes, of course, I love having the floof on my outfit somewhere. So that's definitely a
Floof on
plus.
outfit is fucking choice. Case in point. Hello.
Case in point, my tail, I guess. This
I'm
is
gonna say
tough.
smooch.
This is tough because I don't know this character.
I don't either.
Spoilers! Spoilers!
No! I don't know. I'm never gonna
Just kinda
play
cute, I'll
this
say
game, so it's
become.
fine.
All right. So we have Hazel locking in Become. Anyone else?
I'm saying smooch.
Smooch for Draxi. There we go.
Were you about to call me a rat? I mean, that's valid, but.
I was
damn.
about to call you Hydrox, I think, for some reason.
A cookie?
Whoa!
cookie company that got ran out by Oreos?
I love that story.
Alright. Draxie and Roxas?
I'd have to say befriend.
Again, I say smooch.
Alright, knowing only the appearance, I'm gonna have to go with Become on this one.
Damn it.
Damn.
I second guessed myself. I should have picked Become.
Alright, what's next?
Can
Feed
I-
me
can
some
I-
ammo, chat.
Can I get Caesar King from Zenless Zone Zero?
Okay.
Is that the one who I think it is?
Kaiser King from Zenless Zone Zero.
Yep, it's this fruity bitch. Alright.
This fruity bitch? Okay. Let's see. I believe in her faction, she's like the leader of some kind of biker gang, right?
Oh yeah.
Second.
Okay.
If not leader, high ranking.
Alright. She's got the sword and board. I can respect a sword and board user. It's a classic. Fair. Parade moderator, your raid target might need a little time to get set up. They were bad at time zones. Understood.
That's
Don't
to
worry.
say-
Just like Carmilla, I can be pretty good at vamping.
Oh my.
Well, I want to suck your cock.
Sure. Anyways, I pick Smooch.
Okay, we got Smooch.
She looks like she'd be the girl to make you smooch her, if anything.
Exactly. That's why I love her. She helped me realize that when my
You like being
transition
domed?
my transition goals are to be the kind of woman you call daddy.
Ooh.
that's such a mood. I'd give you a high five.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Yes, no, yes, sir, and you will address me as such.
Ooh.
High fives all
I-
around. God damn.
A he/him lesbian. That is powerful.
Right?
All right.
But I'm still gonna say for you, be smooch. For me, become.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hazel.
I'd have to say smooch, yeah.
Smooch.
That is a point all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd smooch. More accurately, I would be smooched.
Yeah.
I would be very
Also-
I'd be very confused by the whole ordeal. I'm wondering why I'm so close to bike gangs because those are tend to be very loud vehicles, and
Also, fun
Yes.
fact: she's a bit of a bimbo.
oh nice.
Why do you think I called her fruity?
Exactly.
I
All
thought
phrases
because she was
starts very
gay.
serious, and then goes into the that's me.
That's like how I talk.
Exactly. I love her. She's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
She is my husband.
Excellent.
Okay. I might need to play this game just so I can play as her. God damn.
Oh, by the
God, her
way,
mechanic is so fun. It's just Aries all day.
since I haven't
Yes.
done this, and we'll be raiding out sometime soonish, here's all the places you can find me. I got all of my links and commission info at the card. There's your Discord, my primary social media with Blue Sky, YouTube. You know, speaking of Blue Sky, just because I think it would be funny,
We're just gonna scroll through Blue Sky and do it this way.
Oh boy.
what are we thinking for this bitch?
Man, I don't know. It's neither.
Okay, I have a hot take with this one, and I want to at least be able to explain myself.
Can you tell me a
Because you
bit
are-
about the charity? Yes. So, Rainbow Railroad is it's a nonprofit that helps in crisis LGBTQ individuals in the U.S. and I believe also in Canada. But essentially, if you need help with emergency funding supplies, if you need help with relocation, that's another big one. Yeah. Definitely be smooch. We support self-cest during Pride Month. An interesting idea, Cookie. Very interesting idea.
I mean, you gotta love yourself.
I was gonna say neither, just to be that bitch, but yeah, but smooch for the self-cess.
God, because of how impactful
This
being my
this
friend
really
is
is
to me.
the scenario of would you fuck your clone?
I would, yeah. Fuck
I
it,
mean,
Smooch.
yeah. Yeah.
But would I?
It would
Nah,
mostly
you'd
be
be
would you
fine.
fuck your
Course.
model?
Is that a question? Next question.
Yeah, mating press. Next question.
Of course you'd fuck
B
yourself.
just becomes her model. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Model TF, let's go.
So I'm going to give this one to Hazel because I was going to be a smart ass and have my answer be just B, like my name BEA.
Oh my god.
This is B.
All right. Do we have any other requests or suggestions?
How
Yes.
about me? How about me? How about me?
All right. All right. All right.
I don't think that I have okay, you're probably there we go. There I am.
Perfect.
This.
Perfect.
So we'll go with this particular picture of Roxas.
Of course you had to pick this one with my old design.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh wait, everyone else can go.
I've got an answer locked in, I think.
The
All right.
friend answer.
All right.
The friend.
The smooch. Come here.
Yes.
Ooh.
Maybe after stream, we'll see.
Oh my.
Ooh, scandalous.
Now what about Hazel?
Be friend.
Okay, with how much money I spend on Hazel just to piss her off, that makes sense.
All right.
I would have to say be Smooch because, you know, it's my model, you know? I spend a lot of money on my model looking cute and being pretty and having nice boobs. I have to say Smooch.
I believe this one is going to Roxas and Draxi because, like, looking specifically at this picture, it looks like you're kind of dissociating or like in some sort of depressive episode. So yeah, I'd
It's
be
like
like,
dead time,
I just pick up this little chibi like, hey, you okay there, little guy?
Hey, you
You
wanna
okay
go
there,
for a
little?
walk together?
Hey, feel better, okay? You want to smooch? You want to smooch between homies? Yeah, okay.
God.
Let me check in also. Cthulhu, are we good to raid into the next person, or are they all set? Let me make
Oh, this
sure
is
I've
so
got the
fun.
schedule ready as well. That will be Chase Cubed.
I think I'm following them? Let me check.
They're up and ready now? Excellent.
They are.
Okay.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
again, thank you all so much. I hope you had a wonderful Pride, and remember, it's Pride, it's gay all year round. It's Pride all year round. It can also be other fun months if you want, like Gay Wrath, or Sloth, or Pride, or, well,
I'm one for gay wrath.
I'm going
anyway.
to get wrapped, too.
That all said, here's a hug, a smooch,
Yay.
and a reminder to take care of yourselves because somebody really cares about you. So we are raiding into.
It's been a blast and a half.
Business.
Thanks, B, for inviting me.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I will provide the other half of the blast.
So we are raiding Chase Cubed. Here are some gay raid messages if you want. Anyone can use the first one. If you got a subscription here, you could also use the second one.
Let me copy and paste the first one because I'm not subbed.
Also,
Cringe.
I think actually like this would have to be the one for the subs. All right. Everyone ready? Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of the train.
There we go.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of the train. And until next time, bye-bye! I love you, bye!